Hello friends and welcome to my channel ERP classes. So today we are going to discuss how to create a purchase order BOQ wise. Purchase order related to my activity. So how can I procure material for my particular activity for my particular BOQ line item. So today we are going to discuss this topic. So for that, first of all, if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe. Please do subscribe. And if you like this video, please do hit like button. And if you found this video informative, you can share this with your friends as well. For that, friends, first of all, you need to go to the purchase management module where you need to go to the purchase requisition form. So, procuring to procure something, you need to create a purchase requisition first. So we are going to raise a purchase requisition. So that will be received to the procurement guy from the sites. So first of all, you need to select your project for particular which project you need to purchase that item. I have selected Pune Heights. Then sub project for which sub project you are going to procure the material. So after selecting these two things, you need to select your activity code. Means your BOQ line item for which activity you are going to procure. So let's suppose I am going to procure for a reinforcement and concrete work. So I have just selected that particular activity. Once I will select that particular activity, system will automatically reload the activity code, activity name, and the item required for this particular activity. So that we have mentioned in our BOQ that to completing that particular activity, we need that RMC M35. So now I need to put required quantity over there. How much quantity do I need? Suppose I need one come, so I will mention it one over here. So I will put required quantity. Then you can mention item brand as well. If you required it from a particular brand, you can mention it over here, or else you can provide the specification as well. So that is the process of making a purchase activity wise. If you want to purchase something non-activity wise, non-BOQ wise, then you do not need to select that particular activity code over here. You just simply need to select the item code over here. Once you will select the item code, system will show you the item group and item details. Then you can put the required quantity of that particular item as well. So that is another thing. So today we are going to procure activity wise. That's why we have selected activity over here. So you can put the remark, and you can save. Once you save this entry, and once you approve this entry, that will start reflecting in your RFQ form. RFQ means request for quotation. So for every purchase requisition, it is mandatory to have a RFQ, request for quotation, where we will select the process, the method of raising a purchase order. Like you want my entry is approved. Now I'm going to request for quotation form. So in request to quotation form, you again need to select that particular project for which project you are going to procure that particular item. And here you need to select the process type. So there are various of process type. The first one is request for quotation. Second one is project transfer. Third one is direct PO, and fourth one is MNPO. So if you want quotation from different vendors, you need to select request for quotation. If that particular item is required from your any another project, then you need to select project transfer. If you have already selected a vendor that you need to purchase this particular item from this vendor only, then you need to select direct PO. And if you are going to amend any particular existing purchase order, you need to select purchase amended PO. So I am going to raise it directly to a vendor. So I will select direct PO. Once I will select direct PO, system will open a field for selecting a supplier name. So I have selected process type as direct PO. Now I need to select my PR number, which is purchase requisition number. Once I'll select that PR number which I have just created, system will automatically fetch the required details. How many quantity do I need? And once these things system will automatically load, and then I have to just put a required date over here, by which date I need this particular items. I can mention due date of submission, I can mention it over here. Then I need to select the supplier. Once I will select the supplier, I have selected test vendor, and I will just save the entry. So doing this, now system will generate automatically PO for that particular vendor. And if may selected here over here request for quotation, then system will open multiple supplier details here. If I selected request for quotation now, so I don't need to add multiple supplier here, and that those suppliers will give me their best rates, their best quotation. And once I will find the L1, I will select that for PO. So this is the process of request for quotation. So my PR is approved. Once my PR get approved, system will automatically draft an entry on my purchase order form. Once I will open my purchase order form, I will find a drafted entry in search list. So here is that particular drafted entry 692024. I will select it, and I will put the required details, like for which site do I need this. Uh, I need to provide the contact number of that particular site in charge and all, and the other detail system has automatically fetched. Now I need to select GST number of that particular vendor. Once I have selected this, I do need to provide the details whether GST is applicable on this particular item or not, and what is the basic rate. So I need to put basic rate over here, and here system is showing me the estimated rate as well, which I have estimate in my VOQ at the time of my VOQ and rate analysis. So system is showing that only. So I will put the basic rate of that particular item over here. Suppose it is 50,000. Then if that particular vendor is providing me any discount or not, I can mention it over here. Then I need to select the HSN code. Whatever HSN code is applicable on that item, I do need to mention there. Then tax code, how many percent of GST is applicable on that particular item. Suppose it's 18% and I have selected 10% over here. Any other charges, freight charges or loading and loading charges or other charges do I need to mention in the PO? I can mention it over here. So freight charges, let's suppose I need to pay 1200 rupees. I can mention it over here. Now coming to the terms and condition, I can select terms and condition over here. So system will automatically fetch the terms and condition. I can edit it, and I can edit whatever I want. Then I need to send this particular for the verification. So here secondary rate is mandatory. This secondary basic rate is mandatory. So I will send it to verification. Once I will send it to verification, my purchase order is ready to be raised. I can print it from over here, purchase order, and I can raise this purchase order to my vendor, and my vendor can provide me the that particular item on whatever agreement, whatever do we have agreed, and whatever terms and conditions we have agreed will show over here this like this. So we can raise the purchase order. We do have multiple print for purchase order. Okay, so this is thanks for watching, friend. This is the process of making a purchase order activity wise in strategic ERP. Thanks a lot.